Good morning. This is day 10 from the trail, except I'm not really on the trail right now. Just a little bit of explanation. The Hayduke Trail, as I've mentioned before, has numerous alternates, and you can pick your own route, make it your own hike. So what I decided to do in my crazy head is link up the last alternate that I did, which was the Buckskin Gulch, Paria River, over Paria Plateau and down Vermilion Cliffs, and then road walk Highway 89A to the start of the Arizona Trail. And the reason why I wanted to do that is this is the end of the Arizona Trail, or near the end. It's the section that I had to road walk in 2019 because there was too much snow on the Kaibab Plateau. And so I wanted to go back and actually physically walk the trail. We'll see how that goes because there is a lot of snow up there. So that's the reason why I'm doing the road walk. It's 18 miles in total. So I did 10 yesterday and I've got 8 left this morning, or roughly around that amount. And then I'm going into Kanab after that for a 0. Road walking is really hard on my feet, my legs. So the only reason I even considered doing it was because it was up against a 0 and I'd have some recovery afterwards. The other thing I just wanted to say was my contact in Kanab, big shout out to her. Her name is Dina Farmer, and she laid out 2 caches for me along this road walk. I couldn't download the photo that had the coordinates of the second cache, and so last night I had to contact her via my inReach, and she didn't get back to me for a little while, and that's how the inReach works. And I had decided to keep walking, so I had to walk back down the mountain that I'm now climbing to get the water, which I'm glad I did. I had tons of food and dinner last night and drinks to just rehydrate up, and I feel pretty good this morning. And so I'm on my way. That crisis was diverted. I did run out of fuel this morning, but cold coffee is better than no coffee, and I'm pretty okay with that. And oatmeal with chia seeds rehydrates just great. Last thing, just want to say that 4 people tried to pick me up yesterday. Everyone is just super nice. I really have renewed my faith in humanity. And that's it. Hey y'all. So I finished up my road walking and made it into Kanab, where I am taking a 0 day tomorrow. A day of no hiking, just to rest up before I start my next section, which will be a stretch of the Arizona Trail on the North Kaibab Plateau, and then I'll be diving into the Grand Canyon. The road walking went phenomenally fast mentally this morning, and literally right when I crossed the pavement where the AZT crossed the road, a Toyota Highlander slowed down on the road and turned into a parking lot on the opposite side of the street, and kind of just dilly-dallied there. I couldn't really quite figure out what was going on. Of course, my radar was now up for cars because I needed a ride into Kanab. And so I was just kind of watching this car. I thought she was going to go down to the trailhead and join a bunch of hikers that were kind of assembled there. But she stayed close to the road, and I couldn't figure her out, so I kind of just waved. And she waved back, and that kind of broke the ice, because then she rolled down her window and said, "What kind of crazy adventure are you on?" And so I walked across the street, and I started talking to her, and chit-chatting away, and she was thinking of trying to get down to the North Rim, So I told her how I had gone down previously, and needless to say, she was a really great lady. And so I just said, can I just ask you a question? By any chance, are you going into Kanab? And she said, I am. And she said, hop in, I'll give you a ride. And so I got in the car with her, and we had a wonderful conversation all the way to Kanab. It was like, just like she said, something just told me to stop and see what you were up to. And it was just amazing. And I have to tell you, that happens to me so many times when I'm through hiking. So I had another great interaction with a human being, and now I'm in my hotel room resting up. And what better way to do that with a nice local beer? This one is really delicious. I really enjoy having beer on the trail. So, yep, tomorrow's recovery, just resting up, especially after that long road walk, and then I'll be back at it on Monday. So, enjoy your weekend, everyone.